Welcome, henchmen, to The Villain's Demand, another episode of Monsters Matter. Today, we are going to bring you a story of something very large.
And not small. He's a biggie, not a small.
Yeah. You wake in the middle of the night, out of your bed, crashing noises, animals, goats, horses, this chaos going on. As you rummage through and you make sure your kids and your wife are all safe, you gather them into a small room. As you hear the screams, and then you the fire, you smell the flames. You don't know exactly what's going on. You open your door to see large, shadowy figures just running across your small village, crushing through buildings. You see horses being lifted into the air and bit in half. The smell is awful. It smells like this non-bathed things just draped in animal furs. As you get closer, it's a large humanoid creature. Hardly speaks anything you've ever understand. A limbering giant. More of them rampage in, grabbing your horses, grabbing your sheep, grabbing your children, women, men, does not matter. They're grabbing everything, biting, eating as they go. They storm through your village, leaving almost nothing to spare except destruction, as they take everything that is eatable or anything you think may be eatable for something of that size. As it stamps forward, you turn around to see your village has been destroyed. Your people are gone. Your food is gone. You have been struck by
a hill giant. It's been open the old Monster Manuals page 155 as we were speaking about the stupidest and bulkiest of the true giants.
Yes, standing 16 foot tall, weighing in at 1,400 pounds, tan leathery sun-beaten skin.
Flab. Lots of flab. It's a mountain of flab.
Weapons made of trees pulled straight from the ground. Sorry.
They're far from the brightest.
Yeah.
Close to the dumbest of the true giants. But they hold a special place in the hearts of every player that as one of the first big hurdles they've come across. This is right up there with the young white dragon. There's the hill giant, and there's like a handful of other creatures that are like milestone enemies for
hill giants. Ogres, trolls. You kind of work up your category.
They follow Gronantor, which is like the giant god of hunger and food and fatness. They are the lowest of the ordering.
Yes.
Your religious sects and orders.
And they're also so stupid they don't know they're part of the ordering, correct?
That is a belief and a theory, but as you see in Sword of King's Thunder, they are aware of it.
Yeah.
But their ordering is gluttony and consumption. The bigger they are, the better they are.
Yep.
Could ever remember that one fat giant's name? The one I tormented so much.
The one in the barrel?
No, the one we dropped into the pig pen.
Oh, God, no. I don't remember, but that's hilarious. That's also the one that was in the barrel getting pushed around. Ain't it the same?
The wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You said barrel.
My bad. The wheelbarrow. Yeah, the same one.
It is.
Yeah, hilarious.
The cart.
Yeah.
They are also found in Volo's Guide, where they have a variant of them called the Mouth of Golantor, which is a hill giant that's been driven mad through starvation. In Storm King's Thunder, they feature prominently, as well as that we just discovered there's a variant of them with a squash ability, which we love.
Cannonball. Basically, they jump on their prey and smash
Yes.
How
we just found this out, we have no idea.
The more I read about this sounds like a angry toddler.
That's very apt way to put them. They are the iconic giant from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah.
There's not much to them. They're just big, strong slabs. And I like to play around with them a bit because I feel that they represent like the standard human of giantum.
Yeah.
So, in general, they will be stupid, but you will occasionally meet the one that is fairly intelligent, or at least average intelligence.
Just to kind of break the plane a little bit, they raid, they rampage villages, anything that's in hills and forests. You better believe it. The hill giants there, but they do have like establishments that they just put together, and it's made out of like busted up lumber and mud, holding it together. And they have tribes, and usually the leader of the tribe is usually the biggest and fattest one.
Yes. Gets the first pick of whoever is raided. And their main goal when raiding is food, and they will eat freaking anything.
Yeah, like I described in the opening, horse, human, it does not matter. It will bite you and chew you up.
Yes. Though usually they'll leave humans alone because I know the humans will just bring more food back. Eventually that town will rebuild and they can raid it again.
But those who
that's the extent of their intelligence, honestly.
Yeah. They also usually, from what I've gathered, they prey on the smaller folk. If there's a bigger prey,
well, they have no respect for the smaller folk. Anyone smaller than them is on their shit list.
Anything bigger than them, they bow down to.
Yes.
Which is interesting. We've seen a frost giant of ours beat the hell out of a whole bunch of hill giants one time.
I could be wrong about this because it's been a while since I read the Volus Guide entry. But there is actually a thing where it's talking about like the mouth of Orlantor, like it's a giant that got sick and went mad or something, and they started starving it because it's in its and in its madness they saw insight. But if I remember, it's because it started throwing up.
Yeah.
And they would read the vomit like skull and bones. I can't remember. I think that's in Volus Guide. I'm not going to swear to it.
That sounds horrifying and funny.
Yes, except the fact they chained that giant up and stopped feeding it.
Yeah, that's torture.
And then it goes mad.
Yeah.
But they're stupid. Does that make it okay?
I guess so. They're also selfish.
Yeah, that makes perfectly fine.
Stupid, selfish, big,
they're self-centered,
mean, toddlers swinging trees.
Yes. I love it though.
I never put them two together, and that is hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Ways to use them in your campaign?
Oh, several. They are the milestone bad. A hill giant like this has been wreaking havoc in the countryside. I like to use them as a way to get your party's name out there. Like, yes, we toppled the giant of Farcrest or whatever. That's generally, I don't see them as manipulators or mass manipulators to be a big bad, but they can be like a regional, like benchmark. You defeat it, your name gets thrown around a lot more. It's good to establish your party.
Yeah. In a previous campaign we was in, ran by JVT, we was in a caravan that got attacked by a bunch of hill giants. That was terrifying, watching them grab whole wagons and just shuffle the food into their mouth and put it under their arms and take off running.
Yeah, that was a very organized attack, which is like was the thing, like they're not supposed to do that. Which is what made it very unique, is like how organized the attack structure was.
But that's a few good examples on how to use it.
They will bully the lesser races into working for them. So if you're doing like a tribe of hill giants for a higher level campaign, you could have like ogres and just smaller things like pet dragons and wyverns and stuff mixed in with them.
Yeah, and if you're in a farming community that has like farmland on a forest, that'd be a good way to kind of get players. Maybe they see some flyers or whatever posted up. Local farmers need help, keeping their stock and everything together because hill giants will come and take them. So that might be a good lower level adventuring group for level 3 or 4.
I think they're CR5.
I mean, they're CR5, but like level 3 or 4 characters,
it depends.
maybe 4 or 5 of
They're
them.
set at 5 because of the benchmark.
Yeah,
it depends on the party, really, because they can fucking swing a club.
they can.
But what I would do with them in my game, because I have to have everything to be a special little butterfly.
Yeah, they 3d8.
Yes.
2 swings. They can kill somebody. Wouldn't it?
2 swings is fine. So yeah, I'd say about 4.
Yeah, you probably want to be level 4.
I would also give the hill giant legendary resistances, and maybe give it a few legendary actions to signify that it is a boss creature, and to give it a bit more action economy within the rounds. I would not be stacking up the attacks on one person.
They also can throw the hell of a rock.
Yes.
So lower level, like he said, you kind of do it as a boss. Higher level, say you're level 8, 9, you're fighting something else mixed with hill giants.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, what I would do as a campaign hook, or an adventure hook, I should say, is have a hill giant that at one point in time was at its end of its rope. It had made a pact with another creature, and the pact bestowed upon intelligence, and it's rallying the hill giants and lesser giantkin together in the countryside, making this giant war machine with like this warlock hill giant at the head of it.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, no, right? Cool.
It's always good to take a monster, start out low. You can go 3 or 4 levels.
I like giving my monsters class levels. I like giving my monsters class levels.
You can squeeze out several sessions over hill giants.
Yeah.
Then maybe at the end they find their huts and they stampede in and they work their way through a dungeon of hill giants and other creatures. That'd be fun.
Yeah. One thing about a tribe of hill giants be like, what, 18?
Yeah.
Like a small tribe.
So, yeah.
And then you'll have about 20 or so ogres, and then you have orcs and hobgoblins, various other creatures that they took in as slaves.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got. You got anything else?
I don't think I'm leaving anything out. I think we've talked about...
He took notes. I do it off the cuff.
Yeah, I don't like to leave anything out.
He's the smart one.
Yeah, we've covered all of them. Big, stupid, deadly, bullies. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, the beast bellows as it charges. Its footsteps shake the ground, the sound of thunder. You and your fellows rise up. You try what you can to defend it off from the caravan, but it keeps coming. It seems to be nothing more than a mound of fat, unstoppable in its wake. You fight. Your friend, Gavin, falls to the beast. As it lifts it over, though, you call out to your god and send down a pillar of flame with all the might you can muster. The beast stops, tries to bellow, but its voice is caught in its burnt throat. And finally, the mountain falls. Victorious and weary, you have defeated the hill giant.